The mapping community in Osu game is an absolute dumpster fire, and if you haven't watched my video on huge mapping drama, I'll just give you guys the brief overview where basically somebody was about to rank Bang Bang, which is this huge aim map. Emmerich was about to play it for 2000 PP chokes. It was about to be freaking awesome because everyone just had speed maps for the longest time, but now there was going to be an aim map that was going to come out and absolutely destroy all the speed players here, and everyone was looking forward to it, but then it got freaking vetoed by somebody named Saggin. He just woke up, his balls were sagging that day. He had a Saggin mindset. It was like, yeah, screw you guys, I'm just gonna veto this map because I don't like it, it's too over space, all this stuff, and everyone's just hating on him, right? This is pretty much the brief overview what happened, and it's obviously very stupid. Everyone is mad at Saggin here because everyone was looking forward to this map being ranked, and then now Emmerich and Akalibet are like, what the heck, why is this map not even ranked? And Akalibet, for example, is like, why did Bang Bang didn't get ranked? And like, even he's like freaking pissed off at this, right? And in this video, I want to just update you guys on this whole situation where the whole situation with this mapping drama got even freaking worse because we didn't even know why Saggin even really vetoed it, like what his agenda is here. Maybe he just doesn't like aim map. But lately we saw this Twitter post by Saggin where he actually gave some more thoughts on what's really going on and why he even vetoed it. So I'll just give you guys a Twitter post where he quite literally said, as a response to this post by Kibleru, where they basically said, first, veto is deserved, but unfortunately the reasoning is complete ass. Gives people reason to nitpick each point. Realistically, how would you veto this top diff if reasoning a blatant garbage top player bait? Because that's probably intent, but you're forced to give timestamp examples. So they're obviously saying here that they think the veto is deserved, but the reasoning is bad, which I feel like is a bit of a juxtaposition on what your position here is. But a lot of people were mad at this take, obviously, because the popular opinion is that they want the map to not get vetoed. But it eventually went on some more, and Kubleto said, anyways, let's rage bait post actual opinion. This map is not more nor less offensive than some of the shit that's gotten ranked anyways in the past few years. This is exactly why veto system is dog shit. It only targets the popular maps. So they're making the point that the veto system, it only targets the popular maps like Valve de Quandale back then, and now Green Day, Bang Bang. And then Saggin actually replied to this post and gave the reason, why they even vetoed it. Like, we're getting the whole lore for why Saggin said, okay, well, I'm gonna wake up with my Saggin mindset and veto this map that everyone was looking forward to. And the reasoning, I think, is just freaking stupid. Just makes this whole drama just even worse and just looks more even retarded outside of like an eagle's eye view on this whole situation. But they basically said, hello, this might be the only time I will reply about the veto, and one thing I want to clarify is that before the veto, I have no idea the map was famous because I don't watch any Osu related stuff. It was just a random friend sent the map to me and I find it unacceptable. And attached is a picture where they said no scare law, even Bang Bang can rank. What is Bang Bang? And then they gave the map link. And then as we can see, it's a thread where they said more stuff. I apologize that the veto was not done in the best way because apparently I have never vetoed any other map before, and I now do know that it can be done in so many better ways. I can't change what already happened or let me know if there's anything I can make it up. But to me, I do believe that the map worth at least a mediation before getting ranked because it is obviously a controversial one. So the English is a little fucked up. I mean, it makes sense, he's from China here, but he's basically saying these things, and basically the main stance by Saggin here is that, one, Saggin never vetoed a map before, and two, they're not even caught up with the Osu community, so they don't know what the freak is going on with like the speed meta and the aim meta. They just looked at the map and was like, okay, this is just absolutely unacceptable. So they don't have any exposure to what's going on in the Osu game meta, like speed meta, aim meta. People want these aim maps, and they just look at it and they just had like this complete unbiased vanilla viewpoint on this map and said, okay, this map, I don't like it, I find it unacceptable, it's too much freaking rank aim slop, get this out of here. And they vetoed it, right? And they don't even have the experience to really veto this thing, and they didn't even respond to Wafer's comment back then where Wafer gave their counter criticism to Saggin's point here. Is like, dude, this freaking reasoning is stupid. We should not like talk it out a bit. So this whole situation is just freaking stupid, right? Because Saggin, obviously this person has no experience with this and comes in and vetoes a map that everyone was looking forward to getting ranked, which is Bang Bang here, and just completely ruined everyone's expectations. And what does this really mean into the future here? So just to briefly touch on why Saggin might even replied to this and gave her apologies. Obviously, if you're under attack by a lot of other perspectives, because a lot of people are hating on Saggin here, right? You're going to be feeling like you have to make an apology on this, and maybe this is a bit half-assed on their part where they're like, yeah, I definitely think I kind of fucked up here, but I was just saying that I've never had experience to veto this. Like, obviously I think the apology here is not really the best, but I do think that Saggin here, maybe they have a chance to give themselves a revelation, as there are some people giving their own opinions on this, like Miss Shokoto, where they said don't end up like other BNs that veto popular maps in the past. And there's like a meme where it's like Naruto and like some anime girl, and she's like, we can end this now, it's not too late, Saggin. Saggin. Like, they're basically saying you can literally just switch it up here and you can have some valid takes into the future and not veto popular maps again. So obviously Saggin, it seems like maybe the community is giving them a bit of a chance to come back and reveal themselves to not actually be that bad of a person, because Saggin here, I think objectively they made the large mistake by not even looking at the map circumstances and the community's perspective on Bang Bang here. But what I do think is going to happen into the future, I'm not really that familiar with maps that get vetoed. I think they have to go through a bit more of a processing stage to get ranked again. Maybe they have to file a submission to, okay, I want this map to get ranked, and then it'll just take longer for it to get ranked. I think that's what's going to happen, because that's what happened to Valley of the Quandale. It got disqualified, but it was supposed to get ranked, but then they didn't even rank it because it got disqualified. But it did get ranked again later on, so I think that's what's going to happen with Bang Bang here, because a lot of people really want this map to come out. But that's pretty much the whole situation here, where the reason why even Saggin even vetoed it. And this just kind of shed some light to the beatmap nominators, where some of these players are just completely out of touch with the game and are not caught up with the whole community perspective on maps nowadays. Like, I think that the bare minimum they should do is to keep up with the OSU game, because they're creating these maps and approving them for the sake of the customers, which is the OSU game players. And if they're not even caught up with what the customers even want, like their requirements or their expectations, then it's just a complete reversal of expectations here. And beatmap nominators like Saggin are just going to make completely wrong decisions here in terms of vetoing this map that a lot of people are expecting. So I feel like that's just shedding some light on the beatmap nominators and perhaps some OC players, beatmap nominators. Maybe some of them should be rechecked for what they're even doing in terms of that activity, because Saggin also just came out of the shadows and hasn't even done any activity for the longest time, and just comes in and just vetoes this map. But besides that, I also want to address something about Saggin here. So some people were saying in the comments in my last video that Saggin's name backwards is kind of crazy, right? Like, I didn't even realize this, but basically if you read Saggin's name, people are thinking this person should be banned because their name is just like kind of freaked up. Like, this is kind of similar to what Saizo did, where he named himself Naiga, like Kanaiga. If you say it like the proper way, it sounds like the N-word, right? And then this person's having to slide by having Saggin word backwards. It says the N-word, but if you guys do not know what I'm saying, I'll just say it in Korean so you guys know what the freak I'm talking about. But I got this like from Google Translate here, because I don't really know the whole grammatical structure of Korean, but it says 이 단어는 네가처럼 들립니다, which is basically saying this word sounds like you in the Korean word, where it just sounds like the N-word even though it's not. So that's basically what's happening with Saggin's name here, where it's just reversed backwards. And a lot of people are thinking this person should be freaking restricted because their name is just basically the N-word but backwards. But I thought that was pretty funny, and I just wanted to point that out because a lot of the comments are pointing that out and I didn't even realize it. But that's pretty much my whole thoughts on the situation with the mapping drama. I do think that Bang Bang should get ranked. I haven't personally played it, but a lot of the people are just expecting to just get ranked because it's an aim map and people just want the aim maps to come out instead of the speed maps lately. But that's pretty much all I want to say in this topic, where the mapping situation got a little bit worse, but I do think it's a bright future ahead of us where it could just come back and get ranked again, and maybe Saggin, we could think of some more on their decisions here and wonder if they should even be a beatmap nominator or not. But that's pretty much all I want to say, and I'll see you guys.